So again, I want to thank everyone for being here, and I just want to say again to the first responders that are out there every day doing their job, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that we have hotels set up for you around the county to take care of you, to keep you safe, and to keep your family safe. So cannot thank BBL Hospitality, Seth Q again for stepping up. Something we brought to their attention to Dennis McKenna, or Dr. McKenna, I should say, 3 weeks ago when we were looking at hotels and setting the matrix up around the county for this reason right here. And just remember, we're still not at the tip of the spear on this. And if people really want a timeline, you're looking at about 18 days. So think of it this way, 23rd of April, 18 days. And unfortunately, it's going to get bad, it's going to get worse, and then we'll start to get good again. As the governor has said, you know, we're going to go up and then we're going to go down. It's like climbing the mountain. We're going to get to the top and then we're going to go down. And unfortunately, when we talked about the two people that passed away yesterday, again this morning, my heart goes out to the two new families that had loved ones pass away last night. We have two more people that passed away yesterday until today. So my condolences to the family. Our prayers and thoughts are with you and your family, as it is with everybody here in this county. And sincerely sorry for your loss. And unfortunately, this is going to be the new norm for a while. And I was hoping that I was wrong. And I want to admit this. I'd like to sit here and say, hey, I'm wrong. This wasn't going to get to this point. And I have to say that it's still not easy. And, you know, we're going to get through this. We will get through this. We'll get through this together, standing together and social distancing, staying home. To the seniors, please stay home. Please, there's a reason. People with underlying health issues, stay home. Please stay home. As of today, we have 288 positive cases of COVID-19. In Albany County, with 384 people under mandatory quarantine, 72 people under precautionary, as the graph shows. Yesterday, we had 278 positive cases, and we had 464 people under mandatory quarantine and 82 people under precautionary. We had 69 people that were in the hospital. We are now at 38. We're 38 people being hospitalized, with a rate just over 13% of those who have tested positive for COVID-19. We have 13 adults in our ICU unit, up one from yesterday. And again, like I said to everyone, this is the fourth week we're going into this, and you know, we haven't hit the tip. So these next 2 weeks are going to be tough on everybody. So please, please, for that reason, stay home. Stay home. This now being our 8th death in Albany County so far, and this shows how serious the situation is becoming. I know I said this yesterday. Please, people, wake up. I don't know how many people you have to see pass away. I did get some emails, and people are like, is that true? Yes, hospitals are shut down. You're not allowed in there, even if you're there for a normal operation, and even if you're experience a childbirth, you're not allowed in there. Think about that aspect there. You're not going to be able to see anyone that goes into the hospital for any reason. For obvious reasons, to stop the spread of the coronavirus, to stop you, people that might be walking around that don't realize they have it, spreading it to people in the hospital. That's why these precautions are there. Trust me, the hospital does not want to stop you from coming in and being with your loved one, but there's no choice in this matter. That's why I said when these people, unfortunately, are passing away, they're with the hospital staff, the nurses, the doctors. They have people around them that are compassionate and loving them, but not their family, unfortunately. I also, again, want to thank Governor Cuomo for answering our call and setting up the testing. As you know, for the last 2 weeks, we haven't had testing. It will be up and running by Monday morning. And, you know, they're doing a great job up there getting it ready. And the mass testing that they're going to do is going to be more than they were doing 2 weeks ago. And that's why I said earlier that our numbers will probably be in the range of 900 when this testing, with this time next week. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. But plan on that. Again, I want to thank the governor, and I want to thank my staff for everything that they did to make this happen. And the governor's people, again, thank you for everything you're doing day in and day out. Just not here in Albany County, but for all New Yorkers. So thank you. The testing is by appointment only, and you need to call the New York State hotline, which it is 1-888-364-3065, 1-888-364-3065. And they'll give you a PIN number, and you're going to need that PIN number to get tested. So don't think you're just going to be able to drive there and get tested. It's not going to happen without the PIN number and while going through the proper procedures of your doctor in the hotline. So on to another note that we've talked about, and it's actually been an issue I have addressed my whole entire life since I've been in government, since I've been an elected official. Going back to my early days in the legislature, when I helped start with not just me, it was a variety of people, legal project, I could go on, Equinox, a lot of people that were involved, starting the first domestic violence court here in Albany County. It was a passion of love for a lot of people. It was about breaking the cycle, breaking the chains, making sure that these kids, that have parents or spouses that abuse one another. And one thing I learned, alarmingly, it wasn't just females. It was a lot of males, too. Not to the same level as females, but there's males there. And the problem they have tracking with the males, and Karen will say this better than I do, is that a lot of males don't like to come forward and say that they're being physically or mentally abused by their spouse or their loved one. And that's the same situation too. So as people are isolated more and staying home, you may see a rise on this. It was a call on the governor's office to set up a hotline for it. And we've been watching this, and I can't thank Karen Ziegler and her team, not just for this time right now, but what you do day in and day out through our community, 364 days out of the year, being there for everyone, from sexual assault to battered people being battered, and everything else that you do in your office. So Karen, to you and your staff, thank you as always. I can't thank you enough. And the Crime Victim Sexual Violence Center is open 24/7. It always has been. So I'm not making any new announcements saying this is something new. This is something that they've been doing. And I can't thank Karen enough, but I'm going to let you do and talk about what you do so passionately with love and compassion. And thank you, Karen, for what you do for the residents of Albany County and the Capital District.
Thank you, Dan. I want to thank County Executive McCoy and all of his team, and Governor Cuomo and his staff for their leadership in this terrible crisis that we find ourselves in. I'm proud to be a New Yorker, and I'm proud to be among the amazing people who are doing great jobs day in and day out, every day, to serve our communities. Social distancing, as Dan said, is critical. We have to stay home. We have to be able to let the medical staff do what they have to do with those people who are ill. However, social distancing can create its own problems. When there is violence in the home, when there is abuse in the home, isolation is a problem. This is a problem for our children. It's a problem for our men, for our women, for our elders. When tensions increase, when stress increases, we find that violence can increase. We are very concerned, as County Executive McCoy just stated, about the violence that may be occurring in our homes that we aren't hearing about or are starting to hear about. So please, we know that child abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault, and elder abuse can all increase with these difficult times. We want you to know that we are available to you 24/7. Our hotline is 518-447-7716. Please call this at any point. We are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have amazing information on our website, albanycounty.com/CVSVC, and on our Facebook page. There are wonderful resources for you. We know that you are the expert in your own situation, and we would not presume to tell you what to do. However, we're happy to talk with you, to do safety planning with you, to work on how we can get you to safety and and resources that are available to you. Our staff are working remotely, but most importantly, we are working. We will take your calls. If you need to speak to a counselor, again, we are available. Our office number is 518-447-7100. Please reach out to us. Please let us help you. We're here. We're available all year long, all day long. Let us know what we can do for you. Thank you so much, Dan.
Karen, thank you to you and your team. I appreciate it. To everyone out there, please pay attention to the numbers. Don't be afraid to call. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be mental abuse too. That can just be as worse as physical. So please, by all means, let us help you address the issue and get you out of that situation into a positive situation. Also, we keep talking about the mental health hotline that we put up from day 2. Again, the area code's 518-269-6634. I encourage people to call to anything that's bothering you, because again, this is, like I said, this is going to get scary for a lot of people. It's going to be surreal, and so please don't feel embarrassed to pick up the phone and call and ask any question, because again, this is different times that we're in. Our world's changed around us, and we need to address that issue physically and mentally with the situation that we find ourselves in now. To the younger kids, I will say this. I am totally amazed how lack of the understanding of the situation that you're in, and not realizing how serious the situation is. I've heard groups of kids talking, even on social media, and when I'm out picking up food, and it's just amazing. They think it's this big joke. It's not, people. It's not. And I hope to God that tomorrow I don't have to come here and announce more people that passed away. And I do want to say that the 2 families, one was a male in his 70s, one was a female in her 60s. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. But again, my heart and my condolences go out to the 2 families. And we're here for you if you need us. And, to everyone that's out there doing their job and doing what's right, thank you so much for being great citizens.